team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
In New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Welcome in, everybody.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Holmes. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
23 yards, the final tally. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now tried to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll roll him out right. That was going to let it go. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short, and yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Holmes. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, break.
From the gun, Holmes. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Holmes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Holmes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Courtland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run the counter. Lindsey. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To throw on 2nd down. Holmes. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? The quick slant caught. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye. Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, Holmes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Lindsey, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on third down, Holmes, a deep ball for Ellington. He's got a man, complete.
Holding, offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Caught. It's Ellington. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Holmes. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Holmes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Holmes. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And so this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st down. Holmes being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, it's Reddick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off play action. Holmes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Off the play fake. Holmes rolling to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Denver. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Less than 2 to play. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
This round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
You know what they say.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
90, Wolf, 44. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Riddick. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good return. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Holmes. This is Riddick on the screen. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Holmes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Mike Popo, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to shoot.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Riddick with a carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Riddick. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Holmes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right the 45-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Holmes. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calais Campbell on the stop. So we've reached the intermission, and what right... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Ready?
Off play action. Holmes. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
60 Pittsburgh.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the bootleg. Holmes flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Holmes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You can test every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Holmes. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there at 22.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second downs. Down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Throwing on first down, Holmes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw, Holmes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holmes. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Holmes got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They go back to Reddick. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Janovich, his first. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.